Whole30 finds at Albertsons. Albertsons has over 2,200 stores across 35 states. When shopping, I like to start by going around the perimeter of the store, which is where you'll find produce, meat, seafood, eggs, and other staples like deli meats. And today we're going to start off in the produce section, which is right by the entrance. Here you can load up on fruits and veggies. They have both regular as well as organic. You'll find your staples like potatoes, avocados, and of course, your favorite fruits. You can also find pre cut fruit in containers, which is a lifesaver for those moments when you left your house, you forgot some emergency foods, you're at the grocery store shopping, and you're so hungry and you have nothing to eat. So just grab yourself some pre cut fruit. Eat it, and you're good to continue your shopping. Once you load up on your fruits and veggies, head over to the protein section where you can find beef, chicken, turkey, pork, and seafood. And in the center, there's like these fridges where they have prepackaged meats. Today, I found these turkey patties that are compatible and perfect for a quick meal, especially on the days when you just simply don't have much energy to be in the kitchen. These burgers are also great. Anything that's prepackaged, you want to make sure you check the ingredients to confirm that it's Whole30, unless it has the Whole30 approved logo, in which case you can skip reading the label since it's Whole30 approved. Up next, you have Whole30 milks. You'll find Nut Pods. Nut Pods has a wide selection of Whole30 approved nut milks, so just make sure you check for that Whole30 approved logo and throw it in the cart. I love Nut Pods in my coffee and tea. Albertsons also has milk, and the unsweetened almond milk is Whole30. I use it for my coffee, smoothies, or whenever a recipe calls for regular milk, I just use the milk instead. Next up, eggs and other breakfast staples like bacon. Applegate has Whole30 approved bacon. They also have bacon that's not Whole30 approved, so just double check that it has the logo and just throw it in your cart. They have both turkey and pork. You also have hot dogs, and if you're doing Whole30, this is a staple. They're especially helpful on the days when you don't feel like cooking. Just pop a couple of these in the microwave, the air fryer, or a skillet. Cook them however you like. And I like to add Whole30 approved ketchup, some mustard, and a side of sauerkraut, and call that my girl dinner. Next, we have these Amy Lou Whole30 approved sausages. Again, these are just so yummy and convenient. You can add them to a salad, serve them with a side or none, have them for breakfast. They're another must have. Another great Whole30 approved product, these Amy Lou chicken meatballs. They're excellent, they're quick, yummy meals. You can add these to your lunch bag and heat them up at work or school, and that's it, you're done. You can also serve them on a salad with sides, add some marinara sauce. They're just so versatile. Next, we have these Applegate deli meat. They have Whole30 approved as well as not Whole30 approved, so just make sure they have the logo. These Grillo's pickles, they're such a good snack or a really good side. And don't forget to drink the juice. And as I'm saying that, my mouth is watering. Up next, we have some of these bitchin' sauces. They're not all compatible, so make sure you read the labels. This spinach and artichoke and buffalo bitchin' sauces both are Whole30 compatible. They're a great snack. They're great to dip your veggies in them. They're great as a topping on your Whole30 bowl. For example, just add some cauliflower rice, add some grilled steak cubes, some grilled veggies, and top it off with some of this bitchin' sauce, and you are done, darling. Some more great finds, these salsas. These are great for any protein. For example, you can add some chicken breast to a slow cooker, add your salsa, and cook until ready. Then shred your chicken and use it over salad, use it for bowls. And you can really do this with any protein. The salsa just adds so much flavor. Another great find are these individually packed guacamoles. They're perfect for on the go. Whenever you leave the house, pack one of these and eat it while out. And then you have your regular size guacamole, which is a great addition to any meal to eat some healthy fats, which will help you stay full longer. All right, we are done shopping around the perimeter of Albertsons. Let's move to the center aisles. In the center aisles, you'll find staples like canned tuna, coconut milk, Canned tomatoes, broth, oil, spices, frozen veggies, fruits, lots of hidden gems live here. Just read the labels unless, of course, it has the Whole30 approved logo. We have some tuna. I always like to have a container of tuna salad in my fridge. It's an excellent source of protein, a quick meal that doesn't need to be reheated, and it's a really good way to use up any veggies that you might have that are going bad or aren't at their freshest. Just chop them up. Make yourself a tuna salad, add some mayo, add a little bit of mustard, add some pickle juice, mix it all up, and boom, you are ready. You have food for days. These sardines are also great. They're loaded with omega 3s and B12 and vitamin D. You can serve them as a Mediterranean plate. Just add your sardines, some olives, cherry tomatoes, cucumber, red onion, some fresh herbs, and yum, you are good to go. Another great find are these Whole30 approved Keto and Fire bone broths, perfect for soups, stews, and anything where the recipe calls for bone broth. But another great way to consume these are as a drink. On cold days, rather than coffee, I like to serve myself a warm cup of bone broth in the morning, and it is so satisfying. It's like a morning hug, an internal morning hug, and it is so good. Now let's go for some flavor boosters, salsas, marinara sauce, mustard, hot sauces, coconut aminos, the things that are just going to add flavor to your meals. Like this tomato sauce, just get it. Trust me, you're going to find a recipe that calls for tomato sauce. And this Whole30 Botticelli tomato and basil sauce is another staple. This will add so much flavor and depth to any dish. Make meatballs, make meat sauce, make Whole30 compatible chicken parm, make milanesa, and add the sauce, and you are good to go. Here we have coconut milk. It is great for so many things. Great for your coffee, great for curries. We have red boat fish sauce. Fish sauce is salty with an umami flavor. It's essentially a flavor amplifier. It's great for stir fries, marinades, dressings, dips, and lots more. We have sesame oil, again, just another great flavor booster. And we have sesame seeds. We have these Whole30 approved Primal Kitchen mayos. You have the buffalo mayo, regular mayo, and chipotle lime. You got mustard, another kitchen staple. Ketchup, Whole30 approved, of course. If it doesn't have the Whole30 approved logo, make sure you read the ingredients because most ketchups have a lot of added sugar. Hot sauces, you have your Cholula, your Crystal Hot Sauce, Red Rooster, Frank's Red Hot. For dressings, we have these Whole30 approved Primal Kitchen. You have your Caesar, you have your Ranch, you have a Green Goddess. And now these sauces by Siete, you have the creamy jalapeno, traditional, creamy habanero, and this mild salsa, salsa cremosa. You have these herde salsas, great on proteins or veggies. And your balsamic vinegar, another great ingredient for salsas to create marinades, dressings, to roast veggies. Lots of great applications for balsamic vinegar. Now, down the baking aisle we go. You have your flour substitute, which are used to thicken sauces, crisp up proteins, and bind meatballs. In the seasoning section, you'll find lots of different spices as well as nutritional yeast, a cheese alternative. You can sprinkle it on salads, protein bowls, or use it in your dressings. Another great find, tahini, which is ground sesame paste that adds a creamy, nutty richness. You know what recipe you need tahini for? Baba ganoush. If you love baba ganoush, please leave a comment. I want to find my people. I want to find my baba ganoush loving people because I am shocked that there's so many baba ganoush haters out there. So if you're my people, please leave a comment. Ooh, RX bars. These are great to have with you whenever you leave the house. Don't leave the house empty handed, okay? Always pack some emergency foods. So pack your RX bars, a Lara bar, some meat sticks like this. Again, just double check the ingredients to make sure they're Whole30. But these are really great emergency foods to have with you whenever you leave the house. Off to the frozen aisle, here you'll find spiralized veggies, a substitute for pasta. You'll find cauliflower rice and other mixed veggies, as well as frozen fruits. So if you're going to be using frozen fruit to make some smoothies or to make dressings, the frozen aisle. And in the drink aisle, we have a wide variety of Whole30 approved Waterloo. I drink these all day. I also like to make mocktails with them. So, Waterloo. Now we've covered quite a bit today. What grocery store would you like us to go to next? Let us know in the comments, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.